All right. Good morning, everybody. If you noticed, I brought the original camera back. I couldn't stand the other one. So this original camera is back. Yes, very happy because now I can have the light on. I can see what I'm doing. If I need to look at something right away, I can actually do it. So very, very happy. Very, very happy. I will say the days are starting to run together. And I didn't know if this would happen eventually. What's up, Mr. Bo? Hey, Diego. Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you. It's good to see you too, Bo. It's good to see you too, Bo. So, yes, the days are running together. And I was commenting to my wife last night about that while we were watching TV and having dinner. So, at some point, I got to find a way to uh, to break it up. And I'm not 100% sure. I know next Wednesday I'm going to see Godzilla King Kong. So that's going to break up next week. I'm probably going to get out today. What is up, Dan? Going to go to the comic book store today because that's my secret hideout for penny sleeves. So you can get busy around your time the last few nights. Yeah, it's true. Very true. Very true. Um, that's my secret hiding place for going to getting penny sleeves and top loaders. They're cheaper than online. So by quite a bit. Morning, Mark. Morning. Have a surprise coming your way. I have a surprise coming your way, Mark. Um, but there is, they're cheaper at the comic book store. So I'm going to go to the comic book store after I go drop off the mail this morning, or maybe this afternoon, probably this afternoon, because opening day came yesterday. And opening day, I was disappointed. In my box, there was not an autograph or a refractor. So I get to call Topps today. There was no autograph, there was no refractor, no SSP. Um, it did have some rookies, but it didn't have any of number 50s, so no 50s whatsoever. The box correlation was horrible. I got several of these, Bo, back to back to back. Good morning, David. Good morning, Zach. So if I can get this in the mail to you today, I'll get this into the mail to you today, Bo. Um, I was severely disappointed in opening day. Again, I bought 2 boxes, one to open, one to sell, and I don't think the opening day is going to be a good one for me. I anticipate at least making my money back, but I don't anticipate making a profit because I was severely disappointed in the coalition, excuse me. Um, I'll show you the nice part is I did get 2 of these, but that's the big one. That's the big no bomb, no. Uh, that's the big. That's the big. The other big one, and again, this is a personal favorite of mine. It's the camera. There we go. So, but that was it. I mean, severely disappointed. Um, I have not gotten my shipping notification for. I just got those out of order. Nice. I might have to reorder those. I just got, or I have not gotten my shipping notification for Heritage yet. So it's supposed to be due out today or due out tomorrow, but I don't have shipping notification. And Herman says that it was delayed. I trust Herman's numbers more than mine. However, I got a Sports Digest daily notification this morning. It was a new article today that says Heritage Hobby is coming out tomorrow. So unless they plan on air freighting me overnight the Heritage box, it's probably going to be till Monday or Tuesday before I get the Heritage box. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. A couple of people on Blowout Forum received their shipping notification from Blowout yesterday. Okay, well, hold on. Give me just a second. I will triple check my Fiverr, eBay package delivered. PCW. Nope, I did not receive a shipping notification. So I don't know. If my eyes realized the boxes I ordered from Steel City were retail boxes. Oh, okay. Thanks for the update, Herman. Appreciate it. Herman ordered Steel City retail boxes. So I did order the hobby. That much because of the hobby inserts. So, and if and when I get those and I pull those, I'll share them online. So, news and notes. We'll go news and notes, but I do have some eBay stuff that I want to talk about as well. Always good stuff. Looking forward to listening. Oh, cool. So Dibs raised, and Dibs is NBA Top Shot. If retail was backed out first, they should have had them last. Yeah, I agree. Hobby is coming from David Adams. Yeah, I bought everything from Blowout. So I should have received. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it today. I'll let you know tomorrow if I get it or not, or I may tweet it out. So Dibs, and everybody knows Dibs is with Top Shot, right? Okay, so Dibs and Top Shot. Dibs owns Top Shot. So Dibs raised $2.8 million in round of funding. Was it the 24 pack? Maybe that's the SKU that's delayed. Interesting. So everybody knows NBA Top Shot is owned by Dibs. Well, they raised $2.8 million. And guess who's in that group for Dibs? This sports card investor. So he's now jumping into NBA Top Shot. Good for him. Way to, if you're going to jump in both feet. Good for him. Completely good for him. But I do think that it's newsworthy that the sports card investor jumped into NBA Top Shot. And what's also interesting is that the LA Rams are thinking about doing a team NFT series. Gronk did it. Now there's a couple of minor league ball players that are doing it. My question is, why aren't the Cowboys doing it, who used to be on the forefront of technology? So NFTs are about to stay. I'm just not a fan of Top Shot. I am a fan of NFTs. I think they are a really cool online way to get autographs. So, or to get an autograph or an individual type, more personal from a player. As far as teams and how the Rams and how Cowboys would go, I'm not 100% sure how that would work, but I'm sure they would figure out a way to do it. I mean, you could do it like Donruss and have like Jerry Jones and Pepsi, where it would be the official of the stadium, not necessarily the NFL, or some way like that. So expect before football season, you should see something on NFTs for football, and maybe at the team level. That would be interesting to see. So then you'd have NBA, you'd have You'd have NHL and baseball, and then team on a team level. So what is that? When does that mean? I mean, think about being able to do that for hockey and all the cool stuff that goes on in hockey or the plays in NFL. I think that this is a whole new realm of ways to go. Um, my brother's listening. I can't believe it. This is awesome. This is so cool. My brother's listening. How cool is that? I thought the NFL said to teams no. So this is what he said. I thought the NFL said to the teams no individual top shots. They were developing something. I but I just got to notice, Alex. My brother's name's Alex. I just got to notice, Alex, that the LA Rams are developing something. So that tells me that again with Jerry Jones in rounding with Pepsi, that there is a way for them to do it. Um, the teams can do whatever they want to, but and it may be like Donruss does with baseball, where they pull the logos out. So, or you could do stadium photoshops, or there's all sorts of things that you could do. Unless you get royalties for the moment, do you own? Actually, that's a good. So David says, unless you get royalties for the moment you own, do you really own it? That's an interesting question. What I think they're doing is they're pulling out and assigning a number to a particular video, for lack of a better phrase. And because they're assigning a particular number to the video, you own that number or that right to that video. So therefore, you can sell that right or that video. So that's where I'm thinking the kicker is. Now, I've got a couple of calls out to some tech buddies of mine to learn a little bit more about it. But as far as I'm reading, you own that particular moment, and it's more of a you own that number than that moment. Here's my question. I've done much reading into NFTs. So Bo's got a question coming up. Alex, I really appreciate you. I got to call mom today, by the way, and I'll probably call you as well. Man, it's cool. My brother's watching. I'll go on until Bo does his question. So you got Heritage, no ship. Oh, the Brewers baseball park is going cashless, and they're using mobile ordering to do. What I thought was interesting was that at the Ranger ballpark they have waiters and waitresses in certain areas. So will the Rangers go for cashless and mobile ordering? Does that mean that they bring you the food, or are they going to put you in number and you go to the you get at a specific time you go to the concession stand? So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then will the other major league ballparks uh, adopt that? I know the new Globe Life field. They're up for the three exhibition games, and opening day they are wide open. They're allowing full stadium, and then after that they're implementing COVID distancing. Anyway, say for NBA Top Shot, you own the moment of a Ja Morant dunk. Does that mean you can use that video for whatever you like, as on your website, video stream, etc.? That is a great question that I haven't got the answer on. I posed that question to a couple of guys, and I haven't gotten a yes or no. I can guarantee you how you find out, though. Put that sucker on YouTube and see if YouTube pulls it. If YouTube pulls it, then you don't own it. I mean, that's that's the one surefire way I know. But YouTube may err on the side of caution and pull it anyway. So I don't know what the legal portions of it are. But technically, if they're saying you own the moment, then you should be able to put it on YouTube as yours and be able to do that. I don't think you can use it outside of their app. Well, then, David, do you actually own the moment then? Because if you own it, you should be able to take it with you anyway. I mean, there's a lot of questions that I have about NFTs that I'm not 100% sure at. What I do know and what I do feel is it's going to give a completely different aspect to the autograph realm. And if it goes to the way of the autographs, I love autographs. I might personally jump in just to collect the autograph aspect of it, or that part of it. There was a minor league baseball player that, and I didn't recognize the name, otherwise I'd say the name. He actually created a moment and then autographed it, and it's like a GIF where it's got some action into it, but it does have his autograph on it, which I thought was really, really cool. So I I don't know. I don't know what the legal I don't think the legal community knows what the legal ramifications are because this is so new. I think the law will have to be what's going to end up happening are the leagues are going to have to end up defining what it is and what you can do with it. That's I think, and then it's all going to go into copyright law at some point. That I'm sure it's going to go into some sort of court or something. It's going to go there, and then we'll have our true answer. But I think it's like I don't know, and I think people are going to side on the air of caution. So I I don't know, and I wish I knew more. Again, I've got a couple of calls out. I thought I would have answers by now. I saw Jack Dorsey sold. Yes, yes, that was an NFT. He pulled the tweet out as an NFT and sold it. So yes, that is a NFT type of thing, which is really cool because think about if you could if athletes could do that for that it seems kind of silly, but think about Jordan or Griffey, or it's kind of not really. Think about LeBron, or think about LaMelo, or think about any other big rookie or something like that. That I could see moving into, or even a global player. I could see that, or even stars. Think about a Charlie Sheen tweet. How cool would that? I mean, train wreck. I mean, how cool would that be? Just the possibilities are very, very endless to be able to do something personal like that on a mass scale and have people share experiences. So I think that's real. I think it's cool. It's got a great vision moving forward, but what that looks like, I don't know. And this could be people going, "Are you kidding me? This is getting ridiculous." But I think it's kind of exciting. I think it's kind of different. I think it's another way for us as fans, or another way for us to enjoy sports or to enjoy uh, interacting. I mean, I just think I think it's different. I think it's cool. So at first I wasn't a fan. At first I wasn't interested. At first I didn't think of the possibilities. But now as I open my mind, as I open the possibilities, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. I don't like I don't like necessarily what some of the policies of Top Shot, but I understand where they're going. I understand what they're doing. So I dig it. I dig it. All right, so on to the next one. Let's see. I'm going to skip. Let's see. Opening day. We talked about. Oh, no, Cabrian Hayes as well. So no auto, no relic, no Cabrian Hayes. So I got to call Tops today. The app platforms have to be long lasting if you're really buying into the system. I see NFT space being extremely fragmented. I agree. It could be. It could be. It could be. It could be. I'm showing my age here, but it could be like Beta and VHS. It could be like Betamax and VHS, where where you got two splits, one doesn't work for the other, and then it doesn't work. But then in coding, you could do a JavaScript that flips it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get geek too propeller head. I will go geek propeller head, and I may end up having to bring on one of my friends to have a conversation about this because I think it's extremely interesting. But no, Brian Hayes, um, Bo, you'd be so proud of me. I'm building an opening day spreadsheet. I'm sacrificing sales over the next couple of days or hopefully just today, to build a 252 line spreadsheet. I would have done it yesterday, but opening day didn't show up until 9 p.m. Oh, there you go. There's another example. Blu-ray and HD DVD. I mean, it's the same way. It's the same way. But when you're talking technical, then you could go. Then you could build a Java code to translate. Yeah, exactly. Or OS or Microsoft and Apple, but now there's a way to do both. Where in the beginning you couldn't. But I am building a 252 line spreadsheet and trying to upload all of those at once. I'm not as awesome as Bo and be able to build 1,000 yet, or even a 500 yet, but I'm getting faster because it's just pure data entry. And as you do repetition, you get faster. Thank you, Bo. But I am getting faster, and I want to try to build this 252 line spreadsheet before the end of the day, take pictures, and upload that before the end of the day. So if that happens, then the other thing I wanted to talk about, which leads into statistics. Yes, I'm going to get statistical here with eBay. If you don't think statistics matter in eBay, here we go. Late April, eBay will allow sellers to use mobile apps to scan cards to create listings. Now, this is not new technology, especially with OCR recognition and facial recognition technology. And they have a huge database of cards to go by and a huge back end to be able to do this. But to be able to do this, Bo's going to be able to do 5,000 listings in one day. But it's not a game changer, but it's definitely making the system faster and making the engine go faster. Because if you can scan a card and it'll give you options to choose which way you want to list the card, Bo, it gives you the option to list the card. Then just entering in the fields, then yeah, it will help a lot of people out with their metadata. It will, which is insane. And here's another big one. You no longer have to offer returns to qualify as a top rated plus seller. That is bigger than the first, in my opinion. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. That, to me, that's the bigger one. And again, let's go into statistics, okay, on why statistical analysis for eBay. If you're a seller, if you're a flipper, if you try to sell your cards at all, this is why. 2020 facts, okay? 119 cards were listed on eBay per minute. Not per hour, per minute. In 2020, over 41 million new trading cards listings were created. 41 million listings. If you want to get that even further, how many of those were variation listings? So that you can't even begin to count how many cards were actually listed on eBay in 2020. There was an average of 90 cards sold per minute over the last year. So we've been on for 25 minutes. I don't need somebody do the math on how many cards that has done since we've simply been. I'll do the math. Hold on. 25 times. What did I say? 90. So as long as we've been on, over 2,200 cards were sold while we were just sitting here listening, or while y'all were sitting here listening to me ramble about NFTs. 2,200 cards, 2,300 cards were listed in this time. Or no, not listed, sorry, sold. Most popular cards were Pokemon, basketball, baseball, Magic, and football. Why is this important? Because if anybody watched Sports Cards Investors show in December, the three for me in that if you think about the Sports Card Investor show, he had the head of eBay's trading cards sales on his show. And she basically said basketball was number one. Yeah, 3 of 22,000. So at that time, basketball was number one and Pokemon was last. That flipped within December, where Pokemon became number one. If you don't think statistics and metadata matter, that's huge. That is huge. That's why Bo and I talk about statistics. That's why we talk about all the metadata. That's why we talk about traffic. That's why we talk about how to increase everything, is because of those statistics and because of the massive amount of engine that is running in the trading card data of eBay, for lack of a better phrase. It's because of that. So, yes, everything that we've been saying matters to some extent. Are we experts? I wouldn't say we're experts, but we at least have a somewhat of a small clue. My March sales have been stagnant. I think I'm going to add. So this is important. Bo says, my March sales have been stagnant. I think I'm going to end up having a higher sales month in February over March. Okay, so Bo, we've still, what's today, the 25th? I'm going to beat my projection. And I gave myself a stretch goal. So March was better for me than April. March was better. March has been my best month so far, and I expect April to be better than any other month, and that's statistically, because I've got some couple of things in the back of my mind that I'm gonna do to feed the engine. So I'm going to use some Bo tactics to feed the engine. But Bo and I have had conversations on. So Bo, is that total sales or is that number of sales? Because that's a kicker between you and I. I have less number of sales than you, but I think I have more total dollar sales because my dollar average is higher than yours. But not by It's very close. So anyway, going back to it is if you and this show is about helping you learn how to sell your cards more sales dollars. Yeah, okay, all right. You and I, never mind. What that means is it's extremely important for the metadata and extremely important for how you list your cards, the way you list your cards, and watching your traffic. On pace to do 94% of what I did in February with 3 more business days. Okay. Very, very interesting. Now here's some interesting facts, and I'm actually gonna do some trickery here. Montana. So I gave away the cookie before I actually. What they also gave were statistics on the top 10 increased in sales for cards states, and it was the top two I would have never thought, which is Montana and Oregon. Then Florida, Nevada, Minnesota, New Jersey. I completely agree with that because most of my sales come from Florida, Nevada, Minnesota, or New Jersey. Then we've got Massachusetts, Michigan, and Vermont. So yeah, New Jersey. Actually, Diego, I send a lot of stuff to New Jersey, to Massachusetts, to Florida, and to Nevada. Those are, and then for me the next one would be Texas. So it's very Diego. Diego says it's probably him buying some of it, but not all of it. Some of it is. But I thought it was very, very interesting to Delaware. Interesting. But yeah, Montana and Oregon. So I'm going to try something in this new spreadsheet that I'm building. I help feed a lot. I help feed Massachusetts. Mark. I do sell a lot to Puerto Rico. I sold my first one to Puerto Rico a couple earlier this month. So I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to do it before, and then see if it works. But I want to do it. So Alex, I finally got HBO Max to work on the Xbox for TVs on Sudden Link. I started watching Justice League last night. Oh my gosh. Zack Snyder's Justice League is insane. It should have been done like that and released like that automatically. So I got HBO Max to work. I'm extremely happy. When I see Godzilla King Kong in the theaters, I can come home and watch it on HBO Max. What's the other? There's another new one coming out that I don't have to go to the movie theater for because it's coming out on HBO Max. Very, very awesome. Very, very cool. I cannot wait. But I did stay up until 2 a.m. last night. Yes, I'm admitting I stayed up till 2 a.m. Watching Justice League and building spreadsheets. So it was very, very nice. Um, for those of you who are interested, Let It Rip is in the can. We did our first episode yesterday. That took up half my day, but it was well worth it. I can't give anything away, but I can tell you this: you have to watch the episode. The box that we open is insane. Basketball's gotten bigger in Puerto Rico. Their league is producing some players in the NBA are watching now. Wow, because a lot of the Texas Ranger players are Latin America, which is huge. Basketball's gotten bigger in Puerto Rico. Their league is producing some players in the NBA. Nice, very nice. I lost my train of thought. Yes, HBO Max. Let It Rip is in the can. I can't let I can't let what we open slip, but I can tell you the hits that we got are insane. They are insane hits. It's even if you just cut out the banter, and just watch the hits and us opening it up. It's well worth the watch. And it's also well worth it to watch me struggle through the episode. And that's all I'm going to say. So, had a blast doing it. Can't wait to do episode 2. Can't wait. Can't wait for y'all to see it. Can't wait for y'all to see the intro. We've been working very hard on the back end. It's in editing right now. Drew's doing the editing. I sent him a bunch of pictures. I hope y'all appreciate and enjoy the heart and love that was put into Let It Rip. So yes, it will be weekly. It will be dropping every Friday. We may miss one or two due to travel, and of course, life happens. But we plan on it being a weekly show. We've got already donated stuff from I can even say Topps, Upper Deck, Panini, Leaf, Onyx. So we've got every major that is sponsoring us, and we've gotten boxes from Panini and Topps. Onyx product doesn't release until mid to late April, and Leaf doesn't have anything coming out right now. Upper Deck, we haven't gotten anything, but I think it's just because they're still in non-release time until Upper Deck hockey, but I don't know if we're going to get any of that. We may get something after that, but I don't know what Upper Deck's going to send. But I do know that Onyx is coming out in April. Leaf doesn't have anything right at this moment, but we will have something from every single one of the majors to open up, and I'm extremely excited to bring this show to you. I'm extremely excited to have you watch. Just be kind, because it is the first episode. Oh, it's been 37 minutes that I've rambled. I really appreciate y'all hanging in with me. Little brother, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. If you have any prayer requests, Series 2 hockey just released this week, I think. I thought it was next week that it released. I need to go back and look at that because I didn't write it down on my calendar. If you have any prayer requests, please do not hesitate to ask. I will pray it up. Support your local LCSs. Support your local comic book stores. Check them out for top loaders and penny sleeves and soft sleeves pricing. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And support your local LCSs. Support your local YouTube show guy and 1 Million Cubs. Just hobby this week for S2 hockey. Thank you, sir. Support your local, support everybody. 1 Million Cubs, 99 Cent Cubs, retail delayed for a few weeks. I'm at TX Card Dude on Facebook, at TX Card Dude on Twitter. Letter Rip is on Facebook, also on Twitter, also on Instagram. I don't have the YouTube link yet. As soon as I have the YouTube link, I will go to a comic book store and come out with a comic book and forget the sleeves. Diego, I thought I would have the same problem, but I focused strictly on supplies. It was in and out, and the wife was in the car. Oh, so I appreciate everybody's hanging in there with me. Thank you very much. I spent way too much of your time. Y'all have a fantastic day, and thank you for your support. Have a blessed day. Bye.